Hey everybody, welcome back to SpaceBall.
Hi.
This is a podcast marginally about baseball, partially about me having to keep bending down to pet my cat. Oh, she's gone. Look at her. There you go. There she is. Lost her head.
You know what? Slow and steady wins the race. She'll get there.
Zoom in, analyze.
This is actually a Terminator podcast.
Yeah, my favorite one is the Salvation. That's
Is it really?
Christian Bale.
Is it really?
No, I think my first one's my favorite actually.
The
First one's
one
definitely the best one.
I love 2, but
Everybody loves 2. I feel like
it does a lot of subverting of your expectations, and I know that nowadays with like Game of Thrones and shit, everybody's like, oh,
does it really?
subversion.
I don't know. I feel like maybe
yeah, because like the bad guy
was exposed to that already. Like I'd seen that movie, so then when I watched that movie before I watched the first one. Mm-hmm. It keeps doing it. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that.
My lights are gonna go off and on. I don't know what's happening. But
it's Papa Manfred.
Probably
he's trying to keep us on track.
I'm being haunted by the ghost of Abner Doubleday.
Oh no.
I feel like when I watched that movie, because I watched it before the original Terminator, I watched that movie and I was like, oh yeah, like it's a guy and he's helping out this kid, and they're like, it's basically just a buddy cop movie. And then I watched the first one and he's just like a cold-blooded killer, and I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
How I watched them 1, 2, and then unfortunately 3, and that was the whole thing, is that you watch the first movie and it's basically like a horror movie in essence, like of certain like shots and stuff that it does. But then Terminator 2 happens and he does the cool little like, come with me if you want to live, and all that, and then the shotgun reload, and and then there's and then Arnold Schwarzenegger hits a home run, and then
he becomes governor of California and cheats on his wife.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he was doing that probably long before he was governor of California.
WWE Hall of Fame.
He is.
Yeah.
He punched Triple H once. I'm not kidding. I don't know what else he did. He might have been at a WrestleMania, but he never wrestled. WWE is obsessed with just putting famous people. As you can see, our former president is also in there.
It's like a second category, like best celebrity guest or something. Is Tiny Tim in the WWE Hall of Fame? And if not, why? Because he actually got his ukulele broken over his head by Jerry Lawler, I think.
Tiny Tim?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Christmas Carol.
Well, Tiny Tim is the guy that the very first episode of SpongeBob. I'm so happy.
Yes.
He was on an episode of, man, I think it was like Raw from like the 80s. And I'm pretty sure Jerry Lawler took his ukulele and smashed it over his head.
I'm trying to think.
It was part of a shoot.
I don't even think Raw was on in the 80s. I think it started in the 90s.
Was it? What was their weekly show in the 80s?
It was Saturday night's main event. But also keep in mind, Jerry Lawler was like running Memphis wrestling for a long time, so it even could have been that.
It might have been later then. I might be crazy.
But Pete Rose is also in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Is he really?
Yeah, which just goes to show you that whether you've gambled away your like one Hall of Fame, another one will just come right back to you. So what are you gonna do?
Here we go. Oh, it was actually, I was wrong. It's Raw, but it was 93.
Okay.
And yeah, it was on, and it was Jerry Lawler. He tweeted about
You're talking about the living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight,
having a wonderful time. Yeah.
Okay.
That dude.
We're having a wonderful time right now, dude.
And I'm having a wonderful time. Everybody go check out God Bless Tiny Tim. Wonderful album. I fucking love that album.
You can't go wrong.
He is the guy.
What's your walk-up song?
My walk-up song? Oh, man.
What's your walk-up song?
Ooh, I don't know, actually. You know what? It might be a Tiny Tim song.
As soon as you said that, I was like... Because like I was...
Here's a question. What team am I playing for?
Hold on. We'll get this. We'll figure this out.
Are you going to randomize?
Oh, dude, you know I am.
Well, I was going to say we had a hat, but...
Nope. We're good. Here we go.
Okay.
And bam. I'm not even kidding. The first one was the Yankees, but I just reran it again.
Okay. Well, no. The Yankees is a good one. I can be the Yankees. Okay. So my walk-up song on the Yankees. I was thinking about this if I got picked on the Mets, but you know what? Works for the Yankees too. I would do Simon and Garfunkel's "The Only Living Boy in New York."
That's fucking ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah. It's God. So chill. It's da, 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 just like not at all hype.
Mine would be Sweet Caroline. No, I'm kidding.
That would be a killer though, every single time. That would be, people would love that.
It's dependent upon where you go. In Boston, they would love it. In New York, they would hate it. Because that's like the Boston. I think at the end of the game, that's what they play is Sweet Caroline.
I mean, I guess I know that, but also, I mean, they play that at every fucking bar. Like I guess it is attached to the Red Sox, but
when I used to work at Belhurst Castle, and when I did, we would obviously, I was a part of the wedding party, and what would happen is that there were people who would come in, and we would have certain Red Sox, like sometimes it was a Red Sox wedding, sometimes it was Yankees wedding, and you get two times of just like people singing the song, and then when it's a Yankees wedding, it's just Sweet Caroline, Boston sucks. And you always get that dichotomy, like that dynamic or duality, I suppose.
Yeah.
Where like just so funny. All that stuff is so funny. If I was doing all of this to think of the walk-up song, and mine would be Come Out and Play by The Offspring.
Ooh, that is a good one. I think if I played for Philly, it would be the Aqua Teen Hunger Force theme song.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because that dude, Schoolie D, is from Philly.
Yep, Schoolie D.
And also that show is technically in Philly territory. They're in South Jersey in that show.
Yeah.
So
funny, dude.
I would fucking kill that shit.
I'm trying to think of like what the craziest walk-up. There really isn't any like crazy walk-ups. I remember Derek Jeter's was Biggie. It was Juicy by Biggie, I'm pretty sure.
Dee Dee's is Notorious.
Yep. I guess it's just a New York Yankees shortstop thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of... Man. I feel like I'd have to pick a different one for every team I played for, because I would always want to have something that's relevant. Damn, I can't think of any like... Yeah.
I mean, if it was like... I mean, I feel like if you do... like if you played for the Oakland A's, like... something like NWA would have to be like, for me at least, like for
but they're not from Oakland.
No, I know.
They just wear Raiders gear.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I think of when it comes to Oakland though, is like I think of Eazy-E, like, or I mean Boys in the Hood like that. Yeah. But like Boys in the Hood comes on and it's like you wouldn't pick the sun reflects off my skin.
You wouldn't pick the original Bay Area rapper George Watsky.
Well, that'd be Giants. He's a San Francisco Giants fan.
Yeah, you're right. He's a Giants fan.
Just give sloppy seconds.
Yeah, you know what? But sloppy seconds, I guess he talks about because he also does a song about Hank Aaron. What's the fucking it's on Cardboard Castles? I don't remember. Anyway, this is our Watsky podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to go through all of his albums one by one.
Yeah, today we're doing Cardboard Castles, as Dan already mentioned.
Today we're talking about differences.
Yeah. That's actually on his mixtape.
Yeah, I know. I'm a mixtape Watsky guy. I don't like any of his albums. I'm a mixtape only Watsky guy.
Oh yeah, it was actually a mixtape Watsky podcast. We fooled you.
Seizure Boy, love Seizure Boy.
Seizure Boy is actually his first album.
but hold on. But I listened to the mixtape remix that he did, where he remixed that whole album with other samples that he couldn't get on the original. So
I fuck with this Rich Girl remix.
The Rich Girl remix is very good. Rich Girl, you know what?
Would you go up
Hall
to Rich Girl?
Hall & Oates might be a good Philadelphia intro too.
You would go up to Rich Girl.
I don't know if I'd do Rich Girl or if I'd do like a song from
Girl.
War Babies or some crazy shit.
Just do Sex Bomb for Toronto.
Toronto, yeah. Man, I don't know. There's so many good teams.
Yeah.
So many good teams.
Sort of.
There's mostly good teams. I think baseball is good.
You know, you're right. Baseball's good.
Baseball's great. Baseball's so good, I haven't been watching it much recently. Why do I still do this podcast? No, actually, I was watching it more this past week, or more accurately, I was listening to it. You know, I enjoy baseball over the radio more than I enjoy watching baseball.
Really?
I think, or at least I enjoy the calling more. I think if if there was a tool, MLB, you're never going to do this because you hate your fans. But if you could do this, if there was a way to get the audio from the radio call to the fucking TV, I would love it. Because the radio calls are so much more interesting.
Yep.
They're so hype.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like I'm spoiled again being a Yankees fan because I do enjoy our literal network that I can just watch the games on. But like, I will say that John Sterling calls are still like, it's like a thing when it comes to Yankees fans of just like, Yankees win.
But the thing is, like, the Phillies also have a network. We have NBC Sports Philadelphia. But for one,
I mean, you know what I mean, obviously, but
I don't live there, but I'm not in the range. But also, I don't know. I think that I love T-Mac. You know, Greg Murphy. Sorry you died. And we got rid of you for Ruben Amaro. So John Kruk's okay sometimes.
Kruk's fine, but there's too many old timey like commentators. Sometimes I'll listen to Phillies, and like John Kruk is kind of that way because like when that whole controversy of like when we had discussed it, one of the last couple podcasts where Bryce Harper got hit in the face and Didi got hit in the ribs, John Kruk was like, well, now we can't throw at him. And it's like, how about you just don't throw at anybody and we just get the pitcher that did the shitty thing out of the game. Like, that's all that needs to be done.
Yeah.
You don't need to throw at anyone. Like, but like that, you hear that, or like people still fucking just being ridiculous.
Yeah. But regardless, I think it'd be cool if that was an option. I would appreciate that because I really
I agree.
I think that, you know, a lot of the radio announcers are honestly fucking way better than TV announcers, especially if I could mute Alex Rodriguez to turn on the radio. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But anyway, I've been listening to a lot of radio. I've been watching a lot of baseball. I've been listening to a lot of baseball in the car recently. And so I've been appreciating that experience. Thankfully, there's no blackout dates for radio. MLB
TV, get your fucking shit fixed.
Yeah, fuck that. Did you just hear that?
It's your cat meowing.
It wasn't even like a meow. It was like a cough, yelp.
Hey, cat. I just wanted to say hello.
Like I want to show her to the camera, but she's kind of underneath my seat.
Okay, fair. And as everybody knows, we do this podcast pantsless.
Well, I didn't say that.
Next segment.
Okay, well, we do have some news stuff going on. I guess just. Would you say just one big news story? I feel like this is the only news story I've cared about recently. Is the look, they're getting rid of the Oakland A's. Sorry if you live in Oakland. They're going away, and they're like, oh, maybe it's a bargaining tactic. They're gone, baby. Sorry, Billy Bean left, and now we're tossing them. Who Bay Area really need more than one team? No. You have an opinion? Come on, go ahead.
I mean, I think it fucking sucks. I think it's stupid as shit. Like, that entire fan base has been like, it's funny to me when I see people like, oh, these people have suffered enough, and it's like, because Oakland Raiders went to Las Vegas, like everybody, please, like, unless they're referring to something that I am completely unaware of. It's a sport. It's like whenever I saw like what the fucking was the Phoenix Coyotes in no that's the follow me here.
Okay.
That's a hockey team, correct? Pretty sure. I think it's
maybe. I know nothing about hockey.
But so it reminds me of like 4 or 5 years ago when this woman was just like screaming at a congressman or like their state Congress because they were possibly going to be leaving. The Phoenix Coyotes were going to be going elsewhere. And fucking this lady was just going nuts. It reminds me of that stuff where they're just like, these people have suffered enough. And I'm like, it's this fucking sports team.
Yeah.
It's a fucking sports team. That being said, that sucks ass. Oakland Athletics are honestly like one of my like closeted favorite teams to watch.
I agree.
Like they're a lot of fun. The announcers are awesome. Whenever I hear that baby's gone, I always am like, oh, cool, awesome. Like I genuinely like. I mean, I love a good home run call, but like the A's have always been a consistently enjoyable team. Sure, they had Jose Canseco, but like, I mean, who hasn't had Jose Canseco? Probably plenty of teams.
And anyway, they had Jose Canseco when he was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. For he was 40,
unlike 40. The Yankees.
Yeah. When he was old and gross and dumb. Stupid.
My favorite Yankee.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know. It is a bummer, especially like, I don't know. I feel like the Oakland A's have been by no small part due to the fact of the narrative of Moneyball and the post Billy Beane era of the Oakland A's that they've been revitalized as a fan base, which is pretty cool. And, you know, it sucks, but, you know, Oakland has sort of, I don't know if it has failed or if it has been failing sports teams or if sports teams have failed them. I don't really know, but
yeah,
it is unfortunate, especially if you're in the Bay Area and be like, yeah, no, I don't need the fucking San Francisco. I'm going to have my own team here in my city. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that video that of the reporters when being asked after the owner is literally in Las Vegas for a Knights game, I think that them walking away was very apt because it's just like, you don't like, this dude very clearly doesn't give a shit about like Oakland or the people or anything like that.
No, he's bargaining in public. Like,
yeah, he knows what he's doing. So at that point, it sucks. And I mean, yeah, where do you think they're gonna go? If like, again, this is more or less like Dan and I are doom and gloom as far as this is concerned. There is a possibility that they stay. Will they? It's very, very slim. But it's a possibility that they may stay.
Yeah. I think, I mean, the two that people have been floating, as we talked about before the podcast, was Portland, which I think would be the best choice because of the fact that, I mean, Oakland people can kind of still, like, A's fans can still kind of be in that range. You know, that's approximately 7 hours from Oakland. I've done that drive before. But then it's also like, who is that for? Because Portland is less than 7 hours from Seattle. And that's not even like a different league. Like they're in the same division. They're both AL West. Like, you know, it seems a little bit close. So I think Portland has pretty much decided it's Seattle territory, besides maybe the handful of people who are part of Bay Area teams. So I don't know. It seems like it'd be a hard place to sort of sneak in. And then the other one being Vegas. And
which, like, what?
I just feel like Vegas wouldn't give a fuck about baseball.
Yeah, and like, I will say, I felt that way about the Las Vegas Knights. But then they were like apparently they're like, everybody in Vegas fucking loves them. So like, I have no clue.
Bryce Harper's a big Knights fan.
Yeah. And like, are you fucking with me or are you serious?
No, he really is.
Okay. No, you said it and then it like we glossed over it for a second and I was
like, yeah, no, he really is a Knights fan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that there's like, is it possible that there's a market for Vegas? Sure. I mean, it's Las Vegas. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's just really not going to be something that people are going to give a shit about.
Yeah.
And I mean, Vegas is a big market, but
is it? Like, I'm not saying it's not a big market, like in a theoretical sense.
But is it a big baseball market?
Is it a big sports market even? Like, yeah. I mean, I know the Knights are loved as a team, as a local team, but like, what is the spread on, like, I have to use Vegas terms. What is the spread? What is what is like the area around Vegas that Knights encompass? Like, do people flock to be Knights fans from elsewhere like they do the LA Kings? Do people wear Knights gear outside of Vegas? Do people wear Raiders gear? I mean, Raiders is different because I guess they have a bit more of history. Like you know, NWA, like you're saying and stuff. Like there's like a Raiders gear is sort of a thing. But even then, it's like, are people like choosing to be Raiders fans if they aren't in Vegas? Are they like holding on? Like is Raiders, because like we're seeing it even now with like the Padres, right? The Padres are a team that they have a small market, but that everybody around them is like, hey, dude, the fucking Padres are awesome. And I will rock Padres gear. I will rock Dodgers gear. I will rock Yankees gear. Teams that have like, I guess, enough personality and enough like spread that you can sort of bank on them being marketable outside of your closed area. I don't know how far a Vegas team goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the Rockies on one side. You've got 9 million California teams on the other side. I don't know. I'm curious to know if that would even sell well.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows, man? I'm curious to see what specifically is going to happen. Like I had said, I was somebody who was like, oh, fucking whatever. They aren't going to be going anywhere. But I mean, shit, it's definitely possible. So,
does Vegas have a basketball team?
No.
Okay.
No, they do not. If they do, within the last year, must have been, because I
don't think they do.
I don't know. No. Fuck Trae Young. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I don't. Well, where would you move them if you were in charge and they were like, all right, we can't keep them in Oakland? Where would you move them?
I mean, if I had a choice to move them. Fuck, man, I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because like you can like Midwest. Oh, just kidding. There's Chicago. There's like Milwaukee. There's both Chicago teams. There's Milwaukee. Like there's 2 Texas teams. I mean, like Oklahoma has a AAA for the Dodgers, but like I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And the thing is, the 2 choices that you gave me, like that are obviously, you know, if I was going to put them anywhere, I mean, how big is baseball in Alabama? Even then, like
not enough. I mean? Well, then the issue though is like, as we discussed with other things, it's like divisions. Like, what are you going to do? Move them to Alabama, but they stay AL West?
Yeah.
Like you'd have to shift somebody. My only thought that might be interesting, I still think it's too close to Seattle, is Vancouver.
I was honestly going to say maybe another Canadian team like Montreal or something like that, but I mean, Vancouver isn't a bad choice either, because at the same time, like, you would have Seattle fans going to see Seattle in Vancouver, which is a thing. Like, I mean, the Yankees, I can tell you right now that like once the border is like able to be crossed, I'm definitely going to go to a Rogers Center like game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's definitely something that is like on the bucket list at that point. I mean, truthfully, every single stadium, every single stadium / park is like on the bucket list for me. But yeah, I mean, if it were me, I would actually agree with that and say either Vancouver or Montreal, because like they do just have one. I mean, realistically, we can't get the other Canadian baseball team into Canada yet, but like, I mean,
well, they're not moving the A's for another 2 years, probably.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Hear me out. Have we thought about Hawaii? That's as far AL West as you can be.
I mean, if there was a market, I would.
What a fucking thought, huh?
Yeah.
How long of a plane ride is Hawaii to any other American League team?
Can you imagine Alaska?
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Just like fucking stadium filled with snow.
Yeah, dude, they're now the Juneau Athletics. The Anchorage Athletics. That'd be sick.
Oh my gosh. That would be fucking hilarious.
All of their fans are just people who came in from the Deadliest Catch boats.
Isn't that theme song the Smashing Pumpkins song?
No, it's Bon Jovi.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Whale Watchers or Whale
Wars.
Whale Wars, yeah.
Is the Smashing Pumpkins song? That's really funny.
I'm pretty sure. It's the world is a vampire. The world, not a world, but
no, the Deadliest Catch one is Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi.
I want it.
I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride.
I'm wanted. Dead or alive.
You guys like that? You guys,
yeah.
Hope the fans at
podcast
home
this time.
Yeah, and you know what? We are gonna rewatch all of Deadliest Catch before the next episode.
Yeah, that's actually what we're doing here as well.
Man, that'd be so cool. An Alaska baseball team. That'd be fucking.
I was like, that'd be.
I mean,
cool.
I also like Deadliest Catch.
We will watch If we watch Deadliest Catch before the next episode,
I do. I'm probably gonna go watch some Deadliest Catch tonight. Honestly, I fucking love Deadliest Catch.
Which is fine. I don't think that it's bad. I'm just saying, it would, like you said, by the next podcast.
Well, yes. I don't think that's even physically possible. There's like 15 seasons of that show. Yeah, I think maybe you move to Vancouver. I'm trying to think of like places where you could actually expand the visibility of the MLB, and I feel like there aren't many places left.
Dude,
so like
it's like you said. It's like you fucking said. Like, just expand to 4 more teams. Just do an expansion, get everything.
Well, you can do it. You can either do 3 more teams if you want to add 1 to each division, or 4 more teams and make a whole new division. But
excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say do that. Yeah, just fucking make, like, if you want to just expand. Like, I feel like there's enough room. I would add a Toronto and a Montreal. But also there's enough, like, I think, space for.
You mean a Vancouver and a Montreal?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, yeah, Vancouver and a Montreal. And then there's some cities that Bobby walked out of the podcast.
I'm still here.
He said, "I'm sick of this shit." Yeah, I think an expansion would be better off, but also I don't know if the MLB feels like they have enough investors who would want to own an expansion team.
It's a dying sport.
Yeah, well,
Jesus Christ, it's not. Like, I would say that's what's so funny is that narrative has kind of gotten like struck down. Maybe it's because of COVID. Like, that helped it kind of get back up, but like MLB, like MLB TV, like, made record settings. Like, they've been having record ratings as far as like the past couple years are concerned. I'll tell you that the changes that they made to the ball, it's made things a whole lot more of a pitcher's duel than anything.
Yeah,
but either way, as far as that, I mean, I don't know where specifically the expansion would be going through. if it were me, as far as moving the Athletics, again, I don't want to move them, but if I did, excuse me, probably a Canadian team, honestly.
Yeah, I think a Canadian team could work. Also, move them to San Francisco. Fuck
it. What is the biggest? I was thinking this earlier. What's something that's akin to like New York or LA? San Francisco? Would that be
like as far as like what? Like a market that hasn't been tapped yet?
Well, no, I mean like a 2-team market.
Yeah, I mean, I think San Francisco and LA are basically the biggest team like you can get, or biggest markets you can get where you can fit 2 teams. I mean, I think Boston you could maybe sustainably have a second team if you like just on size. I think that's Red Sox are kind of ingrained as the team in Boston, but in the past there have been 2 teams in Boston.
Boston Bruins, so were Boston Braves. Excuse me, not Bruins.
I was gonna say Bruins are still there.
Braves.
But the Red Stockings,
Cincinnati Red Stockings.
Well, before they were in Cincinnati, they were Boston. So Boston Red Sox comes from Boston Red Stockings, and then the new team, the Sox, said, "Oh, well, we're actually going to also do that." So there was a time where there was a Red Stockings and a Red Sox in Boston at the same time. But anyway, Boston Braves. I'm trying to think if there's another market that's like completely untapped that you could feasibly fit another team in. So. I mean, like New Orleans maybe, but honestly, New Orleans isn't a baseball city. Nashville is the one people have been talking about for a long time. St. Louis already has one. KC already has one. Oklahoma City. You could maybe keep it Thunder, in the West.
So I mean,
that's the thing because they have a basketball team, and I think they have do they have a hockey team? Nope,
I don't think so.
You could maybe do an Oklahoma City team, but that's all I can think of that you would be able to feasibly fit another team into that like hasn't been tapped into it. But like,
I mean that's pretty much.
Anyway, so we should just get rid of these. Who needs them?
Their stadium is tight as fuck.
That's the thing is like people are like, oh, it's all because the stadium isn't like they need to renew the stadium. It's like I've always heard good things about the stadium.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I said they weren't allowing them to create a new stadium, and it's like, why the fuck do you need
a new stadium?
Like the last time the A's were even remotely near the like ALCS, let alone the World Series, was the fucking 80s and 90s.
And can I say, we have friends who I have a couple friends who are A's fans.
Same.
I don't know that the A's have ever like have they packed out a stadium in like the last several years consistently.
In 2019, they were sold out for their playoff game.
Well, I'm excusing.
I know what you're just referring to regular season.
Yeah,
but what I do want to say is their luck in that they packed it out for the postseason, and the Rays absolutely clobbered them. I think like 8-1 or something. And I was just like, oh,
like I don't know, because I mean, like I'm a communist. No, I get frustrated when people are like, well, we need a new stadium. It's like we just had this problem with Atlanta, and then they moved stadiums when I was living in Atlanta, and it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the new stadium's nice, but dude, fuck, the old stadium was fine.
I miss the old Yankee Stadium.
I mean, there was definitely ones where like you would go like, look, Shea Stadium is kind of a dump. I am okay. There was a lot of history there, and I appreciate Shea Stadium, but definitely the new stadium is nice, and they also were able to sort of use something that was already there. They were using the top of Corona Park. But like fucking like I feel like Oakland's stadium is fine for the amount of foot traffic it gets. And like you don't need to build a new stadium. They just need to renovate that stadium.
It's just owners and fucking stupid MLB Just worrying about dumb shit.
Maybe they should pay their workers instead of buying a new stadium. Bam. This is my Twitter voice.
That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. Check the drafts. Anyways, that's sad. What else happening this week?
You want to just do like tip of the cap, wag?
Yeah, this is tip of the cap, wag of the foam finger, which we stole. We stole that name.
We didn't steal it from anyone.
We remixed that name.
All us.
So this tip of the cap, wag of the foam finger, we're each going to talk about, or the amount of talking is negotiable, but we're each gonna mention one thing that we like and one thing we dislike from this past week. A tip of the cap is something we like. A wag of the foam finger is something we dislike. Bobby, would you like to start? I know you had an incident you wanted to speak of.
Yes. So I will start being negative because that's just what I do, I guess. Tony LaRussa. Fuck you.
Ooh.
Like just fuck you. You sit here. They paid for you to come out here with this young upstart team of guys like Jose Abreu, Tim Anderson. I was gonna say Yoenis Cespedes. Oh God. Uranus Rodriguez. Fuck. Am I wrong?
I don't know, and I can't Google because it'll change the screen.
You're good. I will do this right now.
I think you're right, actually. I think it is Rodriguez, right? Or is it Gonzalez?
Let me see. But either way.
Yes.
Tony LaRussa, you're an old bag of shit, and you need to just fucking retire. Like, you are fucking 76 years old. You're already a legend. You've won multiple different fucking multiple different World Series. You've been a fantastic manager, but you're old as shit. If I hear one more fucking person talk about a 3-0 count, I'm going to take my baseball bat and I'm going to beat their brains in. It is the fucking stupidest argument in baseball currently. If you don't want a guy to hit a home run off of a position player.
Off a position player.
Yeah, that's what happened. So Yermin, it was Yermin Mercedes. He was up to bat. The Chicago White Sox were up 15 to 4.
You're saying he was pitching. Yes, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Not Yermin Mercedes.
Yes.
It was the position player was pitching.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did I say something? What did I say?
No. You just said position player, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, wait, what? Because I thought you meant he was playing a position at the time.
What the fuck did I miss?
I was like, they changed the rules of baseball. Are they pitching from shortstop now?
Yeah. So either way, Yermin Mercedes hits a home run on a 3-0 count. There was a fucking 54-mile-an-hour fastball. Just kidding. It was like a fucking changeup or whatever. You're just lobbing it in there. Hits a home run, and then the next day, LaRussa's like, oh, I don't like that. And then Carlos Rodon speaks up and is just like, yeah, we don't care. Like, we're homies with Yermin Mercedes. Like, he's doing his thing. He's going to keep doing his thing. It doesn't matter. And Tony LaRussa's like, well, I got an office and he's got a locker, referring to Carlos Rodon. And it's like, you weren't fucking shit when you were a player, dude. Shut the fuck up. Like, just shut the fuck up. None of this is correct. And then you fucking idiots got swept by the Yankees. So good. Fuck you. Fucking god damn it. I hate all these old. You should never, in any line of work, you should never still be working at 76 years old. I'm just going to say it. Like, go home. Go do vacation shit. If you're fucking Tony LaRussa, what the fuck are you still doing in baseball? Go be an analyst. Go be old and talk about that shit with somebody else, dude. I don't fucking.
Yeah. I think the thing for me is that like let's say like the argument for some people make is like always like, oh well, you always want to win. And I think like, okay, truth be told, they won. They won. And that's but if you want to be completely mercenary about it, why the fuck, if you were a batter, would you not take every chance to raise your batting average? Like, like stats get contracts. Like, if
that's money.
Yeah, that's money. If you throw away, then your thing will not be 0 for the last 3. It'll be 0 for the last 15. If you just keep letting people like, oh, okay, I'll just take the pitch, and then they'll try to still get you out. Like, if they're gonna give you something easy, fucking hit it, because that's your money. Like, you are there to make money.
It's just not. It's not baseball. No matter how much these old people. And then John Boy doing a breakdown of it, I actually watched, and he was just like, we're finding out more and more that like the old people that are just saying that they're like the tough and tumble people are actually the biggest babies out of everybody that have to do with anything with baseball. And it's like, I completely agree with that. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and that's the thing. I don't know. Like, the thing is, it's just people being out of touch. Like, with like the not so much so, because I haven't heard what John Kruk would say. I would assume John Kruk would say swing. But just like the throwing behind you thing, that also to me is also out of touch. But like the biggest thing that I had an issue with regarding Tony LaRussa is that the Minnesota Twins the next day threw behind him. And he said he didn't have a single problem with them doing that. And that's fucking stupid. The dude got immediately ejected, and I was like, awesome, good. And then Rocco Baldelli came out to try and argue, and it's like, bro, you are not fucking getting it. You just don't, like, what, like, I get that you got to defend your guy, but you should have just stayed in the fucking dugout.
Just one thing, that he did get ejected immediately after throwing behind somebody. Bryce Harper got hit in the face, and there was a warning. That's all.
Yep.
That's all.
I will say that pitcher who hit Jonathan, was it Jonathan VR? No, it was Kevin Pillar.
Yeah.
In the face. He did not get ejected after that as well.
That's bullshit.
Yermin Mercedes actually did get hit in the head this weekend against the Yankees, but he ducked his head while a breaking ball was coming down.
Sucks.
Yeah. So, and Tony LaRussa was out there checking on him. I was like, oh, wow, wild. Holy shit. Can't believe you're doing that.
Yeah. Fuck Tony LaRussa. My dad came over this week, and we were working on the house, and he goes, we were talking about Albert Pujols retiring. This is before he got picked up by the Dodgers. And we were saying, like, was he going to do a 1 year at the St. Louis Cardinals? And I was like, yeah, maybe he does like a 1 year goodbye tour. And my dad goes, well, I'm sure he will. Like, LaRussa's still at the Cardinals, right? And I went, no, he's been at the White Sox for like 2 years now, right? It was like last year, and then this year.
No, just
did he get hired in the offseason? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why everybody was like, oh, wow, this nice young up-and-coming team.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice
For some reason, I thought that he got hired like midway through last season.
No.
But anyways, okay, so yeah, he got hired at the White Sox, and I was like, and my dad goes, that's crazy. You don't really see him as a White Sox guy. And I was like, are you high? He already managed the White Sox like 20 years ago.
Oh, I mean, longer than that, but yeah, for sure.
I guess a guy, like, yeah, what is it now? 40 almost? 86?
Probably, yeah. That's my Go retire! Go home! You're already a fucking...
Tommy Lasorda is dead. Go home!
My God, dude.
We get it. We get it.
I don't know, man. Yeah. So what's your wag of the foam finger?
My wag of the foam finger goes to MLB TV.
Yeah, there we go.
I am running out of things to complain about with MLB TV. I'm running out. I really am. But then they do something bullshit. Okay, tell me if this makes sense. I'm watching the game. on the official MLB TV website that I pay for.
You're following me? Keep going.
It is connected to my Wi-Fi.
Rather, I'm following.
On my phone, I also have MLB TV. In case I am at the airport and would like to watch a baseball game, or I'm trying to get a radio feed for a team that I am not nearby.
Okay.
It is also connected to my Wi-Fi, so we are on the same internet. The rate of data transfer is the same. Why am I getting notifications spoiling plays on my phone before they appear on my screen? Why am I watching the game and my phone starts buzzing? I go, oh, somebody's trying to call me. Pick it up. Gene Segura hits a home run. Gene Segura hits a home run.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, I don't know if I should tell MLB to delay their notifications or to make their video faster or something, but this is bonkers. Like,
the thing is, I think that it legitimately is just streaming. Like, I think that streaming is just slower than actual TV because, and I will tell you, my friends will just, like, there are two Yankees friends that I have that'll be like, oh, God damn it. And I'm like, I'm not fucking watching right now, dude. What happened? Well, 2 seconds later, I see a home run.
Okay, so streaming is, but I'm saying, like, if you're streaming through MLB TV and you're getting your notifications through MLB TV, they should delay the notifications. Because otherwise, and this has happened to me before too, when I was out in Los Angeles, I was in my car watching the game, it will appear on my phone as I'm watching it on my phone. And I'm like, why do you need to? I'm already watching it. You don't need to tell me that there was just a double play 2 seconds before I'm watching the double play.
Yes, exactly.
And like, I know that people say, well, do you really want them to delay it? Yes, you can delay the notification by 10 seconds.
Do you really want them to not spoil you on the game that you're currently watching?
Because, like, I mean, I understand people are like, well, I want to have the updates. Okay, but let's say you're not watching the game. Like, let's say you're in a situation where you are the kind of person, I've been there, where I'm working on something or I'm like in a meeting or something and I can't watch the game, so I'm just looking at the box score or something, right? Is that 10 seconds that they are delaying the notification going to bother you? As opposed to if they have it 10 seconds earlier and it's before the video stream. Because if you're so busy you can't watch the video, you're probably not repeatedly refreshing your notifications either.
Yeah. Exactly.
So just delay the notifications so they aren't literally interrupted. And it's not even just on your phone, by the way. With the new MLB.TV layout, there's the regular full screen, but there's also like an inset where you can have like your at bat and here's the count and here's also like the ticker tape of all the other games. And that runs earlier than the video stream on the same fucking screen. What in the fuck?
I just, like, at a certain point, they just have to give me free tickets if they're gonna keep doing dumb shit. Like,
but you don't pay for them.
Just give me. I mean, it doesn't matter. Give me free shit. Like, that's like, it's just. I did tell you that I purchased MLB TV for literally 10 minutes for a free trial, and then I tried to watch a game, and it was like blackout, and I was like, cool.
Yeah, well, you can't watch your team. That's the thing.
You can't watch your team
or teams in your area.
The team that is playing your team.
Yes.
Or, yeah, like, so, like, if I wanted to watch the Phillies, I still can't watch them if they're playing somebody within my area.
If they're playing the Mets, you can't watch them.
So, like, if you, a Phillies fan, want to watch the Braves play, all of a sudden you can't watch the Braves because you, while being still a Phillies fan, you live in Atlanta, so you can't watch the Braves.
Yeah, and it's stupid because, like, and I've had people say, like, well, you can have a VPN and, like, you can log in like you're in California and then you can watch them because you're far enough away. Like, yeah, I could do that, but at that point, I'd rather just fucking steal the game. Like, to slightly go into video games shit for a second. That's what Gabe Newell talks about with Steam. He's like, the reason Steam is successful isn't because, like, he says, like, Steam's DRM. Like, we are a DRM. People talk about hating DRM until you make DRM easier than piracy. The issue is that people are always having to pay for shit, and then it's harder to use.
Yep.
Whereas if you steal something, sometimes it's easier to use.
Yep.
If you can make a product where it's easier to buy it than it is to steal it, then people will buy it.
Exactly.
MLB TV is less convenient than just stealing MLB TV on a third-party streaming website. That is insane.
Yep.
So anyway, that's my wag of the phone finger.
Genuinely fucking insane.
Don't fucking spoil the game for me that I'm watching on your website, you motherfuckers.
And I've never been somebody who like records games or anything like that. But like, if I'm sitting here watching a game, and then somebody notifies me of something, I'm like, oh fuck, this means that I can't go on Twitter for the rest of the night because like I'll get a notification about something and I'm already behind on said game or like something along those lines. So it's just like an added. I just want to be able to sit on my phone and also watch the game, or like do whatever. And I can't.
And that's the thing. It's like it's different. It's different if it's like I have Yahoo Sports and Yahoo Sports is giving me the updates and MLB's because then I'm like, well, they're just on two different times. I can't expect them to coordinate.
Yep.
But if it's your app and your service, then like, why the fuck are you fucking your things aren't synced up correctly?
Yeah, just foolish
bullshit.
It's bullshit and it's bad for you.
Okay. What's your tip of the cap this week?
My tip of the cap this week is honestly going to be both of the no-hitters, Corey Kluber and Spencer Woodruff, I believe. Let me make sure of this. But I believe it is Spencer Woodruff. Spencer Turnbull. But either way, man, I mean, the Tigers, they deserve something this year, you know? And I mean, at least they got some sort of no.
Yeah, they got something.
And I mean, obviously Corey Kluber, you know, I think that's a lot. I think that he's coming back from literally just pitching throwing one pitch last year, one inning or something like that. Of course it sounds like he got injured tonight, which is tight, but no, I think that the no-hitters were a lot of fun. I will say we're already at 6 now, so they can dial it the fuck back. But also the Mariners and the Rangers need to get a hit. You guys need to get a hit. I'm just going to say it. I think everybody else is thinking it, but just got to do it. Just got to get at least one hit. Because, I mean, damn, if we get more no-hitters this year, I don't really know what to... I don't know. I don't really know what to do at this point. And it's funny, I was watching Weekly Dumb from the John Boy Media guys, and they were just like, I've realized that no-hitters, like, they don't matter anymore unless you're the team. Like,
yeah.
You get excited about it because your team did a thing, and then it's just like, oh, well, never mind. Like, nobody cares after that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a bummer to like, honestly, I see a no-no now, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll turn it on.
Yep. But, like, the thing is, it used to be like, holy shit, he's going to do it. Also, the Yankees turned to triple play this week, and that was pretty cool. So that's my double tip of the cap, the triple play. It was really neat. It was nice. It was awesome.
Well,
top of the ninth.
My tip of the cap is to a man whose virtues not only shine, they outshine his playing ability. And you know what? A lot has been said about this player. He's a failure. That he doesn't deserve to be in the game, that he's not a real athlete. that he has no dedication. But you know what I say? He's just reaching for better things. So that's why the tip of my cap this week is to Tim Tebow. Mets AAA outfielder Tim Tebow. Look.
I thought you were going to say Alex Rodriguez.
No. I would never ever tip my hat to Alex Rodriguez. Tim Tebow just signed a contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars
as a
tight end. Now, what people are thinking is, because he's, I don't know, he's going to sell tickets, or because his old coach is the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars from Florida, and maybe that's why, and like it's sort of a nepotism thing, or maybe it's just like a PR thing.
Wait, Urban Meyer is the head coach for the Jacksonville
You missed
Jaguars?
That development? Yeah, he got hired at
at the
beginning of the offseason.
All right.
Yes. I know that's what you're thinking, but you're actually wrong. You see, Tim Tebow got so bored of being a quarterback. That's why he went to baseball. Was not to be a good baseball player, which he wasn't. But actually, he spent 3 years on the baseball field to practice catching. And so now he can go be a tight end, and his hands are gonna be like catching a dart. Like he's perfect. He's gonna have the grip of a god. And so that's why I am tipping my cap to Tim Tebow for pretending to have a second career in a sport that he was also no good at, when in reality, he was practicing to be better in the first sport that he was also no good at. So, real dedication. It wasn't that he had no dedication to the second sport. It was that he had so much dedication to the first sport, he had to go play a second sport to be good at the first one. And that's real dedication.
Damn.
I know. None of you were thinking on the level that I am about God's favorite player, Tim Tebow.
Listen, Tebowing is back. That's all there is to it.
If he doesn't Tebow this season, I'm going to lose my shit. Did he Tebow ever when he was playing baseball?
I mean, probably not.
I would love if he caught something in the outfield, like a third out fly, and he caught it and immediately did that.
I would just laugh if he hit a home run and then got to the home plate and just...
Yeah, that's his walk-off, is he makes it all the way to the end and he Tebows on home plate. God, that'd be sick.
Oh, man.
Was really upset he didn't make it to the 40-man last year. But...
that would have been hilarious. But, like, the thing is, the Mets give us enough hilarity as it is, so you can't expect too much.
Okay. So now... you have the return of a very popular, very famous segment.
You wanted it. You got it, ladies and gentlemen.
This is how I win.
This is my fucking way. This is how I win.
All right. This is how I win. This is how I win. This is how I win. Where I have every single team in the MLB in this hat, which is a Polk and Kush hat. Oh, it's sort of backwards. Check out Polk and Kush. It's a podcast by other people. It's about sports, but they don't do baseball. They just do basketball and football in New Orleans. So, Polk and Kush. Andrew Polk, Scott Kushner. Anyway, I have every single MLB team in this hat. I'm going to pull one, and we're going to try to make an argument about how that team can go all the way. Bobby, would you like to go first or second?
I can go first.
Okay. You have the Rangers.
The Rangers.
Tell me when you want me to start the clock.
Let's see here. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Go.
So the Rangers are a team that is, you know what? I'm not gonna mince words. They're kind of dog shit. They have Adolis Garcia. They got Joey Gallo. They got old Chris Davis and Brock Holt. Names that you know from better, more successful teams. What they need to do is just kind of dig down deep and just get what they can from their previous excitement with Chris Davis being from the A's, Brock Holt being from the Red Sox when they won the World Series, Joey Gallo actually doing stuff. And then, I mean, realistically, not really going to be able to do too much. But hey, remember 2011? That was cool
your
until
time is
David
up.
Freese.
I don't remember 2011.
Well,
I didn't even realize they had Joey Gallo. That's funny. All right.
Who's that? The Rangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's his home. It's his first team.
Here we go. Let's see what I got. I got the Braves. Oh, very nice.
Look at that.
Okay, give me just a second. I want to pull up their roster on Baseball Reference. Thank you to Baseball Reference. We're not sponsored by them.
We're sponsored by them. He's lying.
Yes, they actually paid me off to say thank you to Baseball Reference. I exclusively use BWAR.
BWAR.
Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm going to start the timer. 45 seconds on the clock. Starting now. Okay, so the Braves actually aren't bad. They're a middling team right now in the division. They're 23 to 24 WL. But I mean, look, the best team is 21-20. They're in a division where they could easily still win the division. That's not a problem at all. They still have, I mean, look, they've been in a little bit of a slump. They're actually on the upswing right now. And they have a team that has a lot of really strong players. Clearly, they still have, Acuna, Ozuna. They still have Freddie Freeman. They still have Ozzie Albies, Dansby Swanson.
5 seconds.
And, their pitching is still good. They got like Ian Anderson, Charlie Morton.
Time.
Yeah. The only person I didn't say was Max Fried. But, anyway. They're a good team. But just need to start playing better. So.
You know what? Some might say all bad teams are good teams that just need to be playing better.
I think that person would be wrong.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe they're right.
Well, thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of... we're not doing piss missiles this week because I don't believe in home runs, actually. This week, I'm exclusively talking about singles of the week. Me.
We're doing piss missiles?
No, we're not. It was small ball week only.
Okay. Well,
did you want to talk about piss? You want to be a little piss boy, huh?
Well, I have an infield single if you want.
Yeah,
that.
go ahead. Give me your favorite infield single of the week.
Tyler Wade, bottom of the ninth on the Yankees White Sox game.
Okay. I'm not showing the clip.
Okay. But bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Call me Junior. Call me Junior. Call me Junior. Call me. It's showtime.